Hi guys. So I just figured it was about time that I finally gave you guys some sort of update. It took me a little bit longer than what I had really anticipated on letting you guys know what was going on, only because I had my follow-up appointment today and I kind of wanted to get everything, like all of my facts straight and all that stuff. So first of all, I got a new camera and I could actually see myself in this one and I couldn't in my other ones. So this is kind of weird and I'm going to just probably keep on adjusting. Don't mind my appearance right now because it is 9 o'clock at night and I'm exhausted. So I have red eyes and everything. Like, I'm so ready for bed. I grabbed a cup of coffee and I decided I was going to sit down and I was going to try this out. If you haven't seen what I'm talking about, like if you have no idea what this update is about, I'm going to, let's see, about like here, somewhere around here, I'm going to leave the link for the video of me in the hospital. I already know that I had the adenomyosis and we knew that that could cause pain and stuff like that, but I was having a lot of other issues that had a lot of symptoms for ovarian cancer, so that was kind of scary. So I went in for an ultrasound before I was going in for my laparoscopy, and they actually found a mass inside my fallopian tube, which they initially thought was a ectopic pregnancy. For me personally, I didn't believe that it was a pregnancy because I'm pretty good with knowing my body when it comes to being pregnant. There had been a point in time when I was in New York in the beginning part of November, right before I had gotten my AF, that I had like stabbing pain and I thought that I had a cyst that was rupturing. And then the next day I started my cycle. So on the 4th is when I had started my cycle. And then we came back from New York and I was still having all these pains, and I had ovulated and the pain was like ridiculously intense. So I wound up going to the doctor and they were able to do set me up with an ultrasound, and she automatically saw the big bulge in my fallopian tube. And so with that, they're like, on to the hospital you go. And I was petrified, even though there was a major part of me that knew I wasn't pregnant. And even before I went to the hospital, I was supposed to go right to the hospital, I stopped and I picked up a pregnancy test, and it was negative. And I was like, I know I'm not pregnant. But then like there was that part of me that was like, don't be stupid, you don't know everything. So and anyway, I found out once we were there that they did all the blood work, and lo and behold, everything came up negative. I was not pregnant. But then I went in for surgery. I had the laparoscopy, and when the doctor was done, I was so out of it. I have a really low tolerance for any sort of pain meds and stuff like that. I'd never be able to be addicted to any sort of pain pills because I just go into a coma, like a vomiting coma. I begged and pleaded with them before I even went in for my laparoscopy to please make sure that I was not going to wake up and start vomiting like crazy, because I had about 3 years ago my gallbladder out, and that was awful. I woke up, and the moment I woke up I just started vomiting, and for 12 hours, I'm not over exaggerating, 12 hours of vomiting. It was ridiculous afterwards. So I begged them, please don't let that happen to me, and they were good. But I was completely like I was out of it. I was so done. And they kept me from having any sort of sickness like afterwards, but that also meant that I slept the whole entire time and I was doped up and I had no idea what was going on. And so I had to rely on the nurses to kind of fill me in my that and my husband. I had to rely on my husband. And women, we know that men don't really listen to what doctors are saying. So I left the hospital thinking that they did think that it was an ectopic pregnancy, that it was just a gestational sac, but no baby, no heartbeat, no baby. Like, there was nothing in it. I had known when I left the hospital that they had sent stuff over to Pathology, and that had me kind of nervous, but I didn't know all the ins and outs, so I wasn't mentioning anything until I knew what was going on. And when I had gotten home the next day or the day after, I don't remember what it was, I spoke with my doctor, and she told me that it was not an ectopic pregnancy. She said that as soon as she went in laparoscopically, she saw my fallopian tube and she knew it did not look, it had no like indicative signs of it being an ectopic. So she knew it was more solid and bulgy, and so she went in and it was tissue. It was just built up tissue. So she was very nervous about that, she said. And so they wound up doing a D&C also to get those cells from my uterus, and all that stuff went to Pathology. But while she was in there, she also found that I have fibroid tumors, which are non-cancerous, and endometriosis to go along with my adenomyosis. Go figure, since I'm so fertile, you know, that's not normally common. There's something else. I don't know. I had a bunch of stuff. So, but anyway, cool stuff, real quick. Okay, so here is something that she gave me. And it is all of the pictures from inside. But in this picture here, that was it. That was the other thing. In this picture here, I know it's really blurry. I do apologize, but this one here is a picture of, let's see if I could do it this way, because I got to rest it on my leg. Here is my ovary, and here is my ovary about to ovulate. Pretty cool. That is pretty awesome. Around it is the fallopian tube. And then this is just tissue and cell and fat and stuff like that. But I had just ovulated on the 18th, and this was the 22nd, so I was ovulating again. And I also then, once I left the hospital, on the 30th, I began my cycle, and I had a really weird spotty cycle to start off with, and then it got worse, and it was heavy and stuff like that, and awful, and all reasons as to why I was going to the doctor anyway. But here, I don't know, I could see, but that's a fibroid, and she burned that off. And then here, that dot there is endometriosis. That is my uterus, and that is a fallopian tube. I'm going to show you guys what she... really good at this. Okay. If you look here... oh, this is going to be a pain in the butt. Okay. If you look here, this is my fallopian tube. And this is the huge bulge in my fallopian tube. Fallopian tubes are not supposed to be that big. They're supposed to be that big. And that is how big mine is, or was. So if this is a closer up shot, and you can see there's a mass inside of there. So that's what they went in and they cut out. And then she just cauterized it at the end. That's it, cauterized. And there is it. It looks like a bat. Does that not look like a bat? This is my uterus, fallopian tube, and that's it cauterized. And then behind there, the white, that's my ovary. I have another one behind there. I do have 2 ovaries. So, luckily today it was good. My pathology report, I had found out a while ago, they called me, thank God. Thanksgiving, they called me. And it was clear. So yes, I was so excited. And today I went in and she isn't concerned for any cancer or anything. She is, however, completely baffled with what's going on because I'm still having pain. They thought that mass was what was causing the pain, and it's not, because I'm still in pain. So I have to go back in 6 weeks and we'll see what happens from there. But that's basically everything in a nutshell as to what happened. I am just praising God right now. I'm so thankful. How awesome, especially during the holidays, to have such amazing news. You know, I have a beautiful, large family. I have an amazing husband, and I have apparently all these issues inside my uterus, my fallopian tubes, my ovaries, that all this stuff is going on. And I'm still so blessed to have these babies, to have these children. You know, there are so many people out there that have fertility issues, and that could be me. Obviously, everything, if you look at it, it should be me, and I'm not. That's not me. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. I look at my kids and I'm so blessed. I'm so thankful for each and every one of them. From my 12-year-old all the way down to my 15-month-old. I'm so thankful for each and every one of them. Days can be long and days can be rough. You know, not everybody has a perfect family, and we still have a lot of laughter. And we still have a lot of wild chasing each other around giggles. And I may have to tell them a million times, all right guys, come on, seriously, it's time for bed. But it's worth it. Every bit of it's worth it. And I'm so thankful I never, ever, ever go to bed at night without just stopping and thanking God for each and every one of my children, because I'm blessed. I realize that it's not a right that I have, and I don't deserve these children. I am blessed by them. They are a gift. They are God's children, and He's loaning them out to me, and I am thankful, and I am so happy that that's my job and that I get to share it with my husband. So I know it got a little sappy at the end, but when you go through something like this, it really makes you think and reflect. So that's it for now. As for me and my insides, you guys got to know me on a little deeper, closer level. Not many people get to see my uterus. Usually it's just my children, so you're welcome. And if you haven't already, check out the video with me in the hospital. I also am going to be uploading, if it's not already uploaded now, a review on a book. And then next is going to be teaming up with an amazing person who's got an amazing cause on sexual abuse. So make sure you stay tuned. And if you guys have any questions or anything, if you know what's going on with me, if you've had any of this, leave it in the comments. Talk it up. Let me know. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like and share. It really helps my videos. I know I say it a lot, but with the way YouTube works, it helps. So I appreciate it. And if not, just keep watching. I just like talking to you guys. So I will talk to you later. Bye.